Hey guys, welcome back to what seems like a normal day, right? At Fruitopia. So this is the aftermath, the day after. Everything looks normal, doesn't it? I was out on the street, up and down the street, everything looks perfectly fine. The Glen Mango looks extremely happy, right? Look at that. So yeah, I just wanted to document the day after. The vegetables were completely unaffected because they're low. The lesson learned here, guys, was not to plant anything high, especially near power lines. Like this white Chateau mulberry, I've had to prune that about 100 times in the last 8 years. Not a good tree to plant, by the way, unless you have a lot of room, which I don't. Well, I have a lot of room if I pull out all the other trees, but considering there's so many trees here, that's not a good choice. Anyway, I'm hesitant to pull it out because it's a beautiful tree and we love the berries. But anyway, we'll see how we go with that. I keep pruning it, as you can see. It gets a prune every month during summer. In winter, it's dormant. So, yeah, the damage. We're starting with the front yard. I don't see any damage anywhere, right? I mean, first impression. But there is damage. And the damage, as you saw in the video the other day, is here with the Tonga banana or hopper. I don't know where they get these names from, but yeah, clean cut, right? And look at that, it wants to shoot out anyway. That's within 12 hours of being sliced off. 12 hours ago. Well, let's say 20 hours ago. That was clean cut by the storm. And look, already it's pushing forward what might be the banana flower, right? And it fell onto this bacon, avocado. But thankfully, no damage whatsoever. I can't believe it. The whole banana fell onto the tree with a strong gust. I had to put a new stake up here. The stake broke. I've got a crap stake. Look at this stake. I think I need a better stake than that. Once the weather sneezes, that'll crack. But that's all I had. We do what we have, guys. Make do. So that's one damage there. The other damage was, well, a lot of banana leaves. But I don't count that as real damage, right? See these leaves? There's leaves that have collapsed everywhere, especially on that clump down there, but I've already cleaned that up. The other damage here in the front, which is very, very sad, was the new lychee tree, the Taiso. Remember this pot that fell? See the dirt there? Someone's mowing their lawn. This pot could have fallen in any direction onto these bigger trees, which would have meant very little damage. But it decided to fall on the only tree that was tiny. It fell on this new lychee, guys. And it fell right in the middle, right here. And here it is. Here's the branch that it snapped. That branch right there. Right? Half the tree gone. So we have half a lychee. And that's it. That's the only damage in the front yard. Ah, man. Could have been so much worse. So much worse. I mean, I'm looking around and it's like, oh, why didn't that break? Oh, why did that break? Why did that break? I mean, you name it, a million more things could have gone down, but they didn't. Look at all the white sapotes. Why didn't these snap off right there? Right? So delicate. Luckily I used a bungee cord. I had the bungee cords in place, guys. Some of you are laughing about the bungee cords, but they actually helped. Yeah, and there's another banana leaf, right? Look at all these white sapotes. Look at them. I don't know how we're gonna get through. By the way, 2 days ago, I opened up the tree here. This is the Wilson. There's some more bungee cords. So I opened up the Wilson to let in more light, and bang, the storm struck. This one will be next for me to open up. See how the white sapotes they get really bushy. And of course the lemon gold, that's the worst. So bushy, so bushy. Look at that. What the heck? And I opened this up a little bit too. Okay, it's starting to weigh itself down from all the fruit. Way too much fruit. Way too much. Way too much fruit. Look at this. What the heck? What's going on down there? Look at that branch. Where are we? That one there. Right? So, white sapote lovers, rejoice. Oh, we have passion fruit all over the ground from the storm. I haven't had a chance to pick them all up. Priorities, guys. Priorities. Ah, yeah. Anyway, that's the front yard. I reckon that's close to no damage. Pretty close. Let's go and check the back. That's where we got hit real hard. There's a new banana blossom opening up there in the driveway. Right, that's coming. We would have had the big banana here that I chopped down a week ago. Probably this would have collapsed. You know, the one I pulled down to plant the wax jambu? It was way over the garage. It was up there. That would have definitely have collapsed with the storm we had. And as soon as I'm done filming the front, the lawnmower across the road stopped. Yeah, so I got a bunch of bananas here from yesterday's calamity. Another bunch here. Thankfully, they're at the ripening stage, right? So the timing was perfect for a storm. We've got a lot of lilies that have collapsed. I haven't cleaned this up yet, guys. Right? Priorities. This is not a priority. It's just what do you call it? And my curry tree here. This is all ornamental. Yeah, look at the big gap here. That wasn't there before. That's where the banana was. The banana I just harvested, right? It was in this opening here. Yeah. So, oh, by the way, here it is here. So in the back we have damage number 1. Right? The banana that was right there underneath the warts. Again, I don't even count that as anything to worry about, because bananas are like mushrooms. They just pop up continuously. Now this Lee jujube, this was affected. The what do you call them? The stakes. The stakes bent and tilted, and that meant the tree also had to follow the stakes, right? So I had to re-stake and retie and redo the Lee jujube, right? So that was a small job I had to do this morning. Yeah, there's no ice cream bean tree. It should be right there. All this area here should be the ice cream bean. above this guy, the cherry moya. Right? This cherry moya had a buddy above him, and there's no more buddy up there. The same with the Fuerte avocado. There's no one behind him. It's a big hole in the sky. Oh, guys. So I was out with a chainsaw last night till 8 o'clock. Clearing, not cleaning. I haven't cleaned the mess yet. I just chop for 2 hours with a chainsaw and with the cutters, and just dropped everything. So it hasn't been cleaned up, just cleared. This is the main stem, the main trunk, I should say, of the tree, which many of you have told me to lift up and tie up and see if I can get it back to growing back. Great idea, but we've got two big problems. One, I can't lift it, guys. It's too heavy. This is too heavy. This here is too heavy, even though it's only 5 feet. You know, I can go down to 3 feet, like cut it there and have only 3 feet. Well, then I can manage it. Then I can push it up. Then I can do something. But believe it or not, these 5 feet here are like a big boulder to lift. Look. It's not budging. It's not budging at all. And the main reason is not because of the weight of the trunk. The main reason is the roots. The roots have come out and they won't go in. They won't go back in when I lift. It just, like the roots won't go in. That's the problem. And the second problem is I don't have anyone to help me. I'm talking about strength now, not someone to smile at me. Kim is a good cheerleader. She's great at smiling, right? But she can't use physical strength. She doesn't have the physical strength to help. But she's my best cheerleader, which also is, you know, beneficial. Ooh, I saw the plantain is ripening. I didn't see it. So it looks like we're going to get a third bunch of bananas down. See how they're turning yellow? I just noticed that now. I better cut them down before the bats get it. We get bats here too, by the way, in case you didn't know. Okay, so that's coming down today. So we've got 3 bunches of bananas to go through. And I just noticed also another banana there. See that one that's bent? That one? The reason it's bent is because it's got a bunch of bananas too. Hang on. Oops. Damn. That bunch there. But I don't think they're ready. Ready to come down, that is. Oh man. I've got this small white sapote, which I've had here for 2 years, but for some reason it won't grow, and it wasn't affected by the storm, believe it or not, except this, which I just cracked with my foot. Didn't see it. So I'm thinking maybe I should relocate it. It's the this broke off. It's the Max Gold white sapote. Hasn't wanted to grow for 2 years. So all the cuttings are there from the ice cream bean. I just put them around the lemon tree. Right, the lemon tree also copped a little bit of a snap there. That wasn't much. That's the only damage the lemon tree got, that branch. Can you believe it? Just one branch. And the 30-year-old mandarin tree was only affected here on the outside. See these branches? Those ones there? That's nothing. It's nothing. So I've put all the ice cream bean cuttings, and there's the flowers that the possums were eating, right? Flowers everywhere. Yeah, during flower season, it all came to a halt. What an irony, right? I lost most of the Jerusalem artichokes. They were in a line of fire. I had to bring up this fence again. This fence had collapsed. This wire fence. It was gone. So I brought that up today. I've been out here for about an hour. I haven't done much. I did most of this. Actually, I did everything last night. They're the big boys, which I use the chainsaw on. The trunk. And there's the midsection of the tree, which is incredibly heavy. This section here of the ice cream bean, this weighs at least 50 kilos, 100 pounds. Look what was happening to the ice cream bean the last month. I was going to ask you guys if this was bad, if this was serious. It looks like it was losing some bark here, right? I think the possum might have been chewing on this, or it was a disease, or. I wonder what this was. I was going to ask you guys a week ago, and I didn't get around to it. Yeah. So, yeah. Nothing back there got affected, right? Where all the trees are, the tropical section that I started 3 years ago. As you can see here, a lot of Yacon, Jerusalem artichoke got taken down, a lot. But that's a small issue. The new not black gold, which one is this? Which one is this? Malay jackfruit was untouched, completely untouched. Black sapote untouched. Black sapote here untouched, right? These bananas were okay. The dwarf apricot I planted last year is okay, although it's getting smothered by these Jerusalem artichokes. But these will come out in about 2 months. And this whole area, totally unaffected. Completely unaffected. From the black sapote to the longan, to the cucumbers, to the grenade bananas, to the persimmon, to the tree lettuce, the sugar cane, the starfruit, not lucuma, what's it called? The green sapote, right? The dwarf macadamia, the blue java. None of these were affected, guys. But look what is affected. But this has nothing to do with the storm. The Cape gooseberry is getting chewed alive by a bug. And he's going to town. He's annihilating every single leaf. Do you guys recognize this guy? He's gone crazy. I'm going to pull it out, by the way. Hang on, let me find you one of these little critters. There's the good guys and the bad guys. I'm not sure who's who. Is that one of the good guys? Hang on. Yeah. Let's focus. It's not focusing. Yeah, so we got... Look at the leaves. Okay, here they are. These guys. Who are these guys? Who are these fellas eating the leaves? That guy there with 10,000 other friends. Yeah, look what they've done to all the leaves. All the leaves. And not only that, they're even going through to the fruit. Look. Can you believe it? Right through to the fruit. The Cape gooseberry or ground cherry. I don't know what they call this in America. Again, it's another one of those name changes. Yeah. There he is, him. This guy. He must be the bad guy. Because I noticed there's a good guy here too. I don't know. Anyway, this is all coming out and I'm going to plant a tree there. In its place. After I'm done with all the damage. Right? All the damage, guys. One thing at a time. So yeah, none of this was affected. The sapodia, the quaimuk, the relinia. As I said, the blue java. I can't believe that the bungee cord kept that from collapsing. Someone wrote in the comments, bananas are tropical. Dude, the ice cream bean is tropical too. That doesn't mean anything. Anyway, so yeah, so that's the story. The sun's out now, it's warm. It's only 20 Celsius today. A very, very mild day. But that's good for me. You wouldn't want to be out here cleaning all this and clearing all this when it's 35 Celsius, would you? So it suits me fine that it's only 20. Let me check. Hang on. Oh, my watch won't turn on. Come on, watch, wake up. Wow, my watch is sleeping. I lost a lot of pepinos, but the pepinos on this side are unaffected, right? Because they were laying low in the bags. But we lost the gyro, the itchy gyro, persimmon. We lost half the tree, and I haven't even examined that closely, right? I haven't done anything there, except I took the tree off it, the trunk. The trunk was laying on the persimmon, so I took the weight off the persimmon. That there, see that the trunk was sitting on the persimmon, so the persimmon got the brunt. This persimmon here is fine, right? This one is fine. The fake cardamom is fine. Oh, and this new black shatut mulberry that I planted last summer lost 2 branches right here, and look at that. Unbelievable, because it's got flexible. Look at the branches. Look how much you can flex them. Look at the mulberry flex. Look at that. Wow. So the mulberry survived. It'll grow back. Yeah, there's another banana we lost here. That's the one that had the bunch of bananas which I showed you earlier. So we were able to salvage the bananas. No bananas were no banana fruit was lost, but we did lose banana plants. So I have this huge 30-year-old lemon tree which I butchered about 5 years ago with a chainsaw, and now it's fully grown back, and it's come back with a revenge. Look how it's hanging over. I have to get bungee cords and tie these guys up. Look, or chop them off. But the thing is, if I chop them off, I lose all this fruit. Look at how many lemons are coming. It's like 100 lemons everywhere, right? And in there, lemons everywhere. So it's come back with a revenge. This mulberry here was also affected a little bit by leaning that way, so I just need to straighten that up and maybe do a chop and drop on that. A lot of banana leaves were lost here, but again, no problem, minor issue, right? The young tropicals are gonna be in for a treat, in for a shock. Now that their shade tree is gone. Yellow jabuticaba, Relinia, canistel, golden soursop, right? These guys are gonna freak out, but thankfully it's the end of summer, so there's only like 2 or 3 weeks left of heat. So I'm just crossing my fingers we don't have anything over 30. They can take up to 30 without shade. Now that they're acclimated, they've been in the ground for 6 months. Come on, or 4 months. That's long enough to get acclimated. Jesus, right? I mean, how much longer do you need in there? Yeah, the monstera is hanging out, right? Like a prolapse. You know what a prolapse is? It's like a prolapse hanging out of the ground because it came out with the ice cream bean that were planted not in the same hole but like 5 inches apart. And that's it, guys. I don't know what else to share, but that's it. This whole area here was completely unaffected, like zero, totally nothing. The fig, the star fruit, the longan, kumquat, plum, cherry, lime, grapefruit, orange tree, pomelo, totally unaffected. Jabuticaba, unaffected. The worts, unaffected. This is leaning a little bit. This is the jujube, the shangshili. Right? The Sherwood jujube, unaffected. All the young guys in there. The gee, I forgot their names. Got a brain fart. Anyway, unaffected. Pitankatuba, the pear, right? My new cinnamon tree, the Oriana jabbo, unaffected. The dragon fruit, unaffected. The green sapote, unaffected. Yeah, so the subel, unaffected, even though the trunk is split in two. You would think a split trunk like that would be the first to go. I did give it a bungee cord last year, keeping the two together. Unaffected, which is surprising, right? Because it's top heavy. The subel is top heavy. So that should have gone. If anything, if I was to put my bet on the table, you just don't know, guys. You just don't know. You'd lose the bets if you were gonna guess. There's the green sapote again, and the subel, and the dragon fruit, and the cherry of the Rio Grande, and the jamun. That's it. You saw everything. Flowers are still perky, like nothing happened. Wow, nothing happened. Really, nothing happened, huh? The Hass, totally unaffected. Totally unaffected. Like zero. And that's it, guys. There's another mulberry, the black chatut. Oh, we've got a couple of dragon fruit flowers over there, but that's not self-pollinating, so we don't get any fruit, unfortunately. Yeah, I've had that for 8 years. It's never fruited, just keeps flowering. I don't have those guys there haven't woken up yet. Those dragon fruits, they haven't flowered yet, so I can cross-pollinate. And that's it, guys. Yeah, someone told me, well, you got a lot of ice cream beans to choose from. I don't know. I'm pretty hesitant to start all over again. Very hesitant, and these are so healthy. Still available, by the way. I don't think I'm going to get many buyers now. Right? Anyone interested in an ice cream bean? Going cheap. Fire sale. Storm sale. Yeah. All right, guys. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you all from the next one. Oh, the leucomite's got new growth. Nice. You gotta laugh, guys. You gotta turn a tragedy into, what's it called? A bright version, or a bright side. Right? The bright side of the tragedy. Otherwise, you just feel like crap. And if you like feeling like crap, then I guess you do it like that. I like feeling happy, feeling good. So I've turned this into well, not a happy story, but at least a bright side to it, right? That's it, over and done with. We'll still get a few persimmons. We'll still get a few in there on the itchy gyro. But yeah, that's the trunk there. It's only got one branch remaining on this side. All the other branches are gone. But those branches were untouched on the left side. So I got a bit of work to do here. There's the Malabar chestnut, happy as can be. So yeah, it was just the gyro, persimmon, a couple of bananas, 3 bananas, and a little branch on the mulberry there, the white chatut that I planted a year ago, and a little bit of damage on that 30-year-old lemon tree. Really, guys, overall, nah, wasn't much at all. Really, could have been so much worse, and I mean really bad. Like down, 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 down. All these trees could have come down, and then we would be struggling to find the bright side. There's not much to find there. All right, guys, over and out.